Okay. So yeah, like I said, we have a new topic, which is really, really cool, abundance. So I'm going to share a little bit what I mean with abundance so that I mean, the session will bring it up anyways, but that you know what I see, what abundance is. So basically, when we incarnate on this planet, we incarnate with the energy of abundance, with the openness to abundance. So everybody has it. And throughout our lifetime, it just gets covered. Again, same with like with all the other energies, stuck energies, so energies that haven't passed through certain learnings, certain traumatic experience, just limited beliefs that we got from our parents or from society and stuff like that, why we can't live in abundance, basically. And abundance means that we have everything, whatever we need in the present moment. And abundance is also something that we can bring into our lives, manifesting from the heart. You know, whatever we need in the present moment, you know, when we want to, for example, we start a project, we want to go on vacation, we want to buy something and so forth, and maybe we don't have the money or we don't have a car to go on vacation or something, I don't know. So when it comes from the heart, like something that we just really want, it comes from a place of joy and from the heart, then it's very easy to manifest and then receive abundances in our lives. But if we manifest from the ego, and if we want to have abundance coming in from an ego perspective, so ego is always fear, energy of lack, mostly of lack. Yeah, fear and anxiety, just that we don't have certain things in our lives we want to have. For example, we need to have $1 million on our bank account, so we need to have like 10 fancy sport cars to be seen or to be important. I don't know, just to cover some sort of lack that we have in our system. We are not lovable, we are not important, we are unworthy, whatever it is. So we will look into this today. So these would be the energies that are that need healing and clearing, so that we can actually have access to the true abundance behind it, meaning it just comes in whatever we need for whatever we're doing in the present moment. I hope that this is a short explanation. I hope that makes sense, and I will, yeah, we will see whatever is coming up in the session, and then we can also chat afterwards, like usually. And if there are any more questions coming up, anything specific, let me know. It's very simple. Removing everything that's in the way of abundance, we just experience abundance. And that also means that all thoughts about money and we don't have enough and we might don't have enough in the future and so on, this whole concept just breaks down and falls away, so that we can just live and don't worry about these things. You know, we don't need to put energy into these things. They just happen, they just come in. So whatever we need is just coming in. So, and from the holistic point of view of my work, you know, it's really about healing and clearing everything that we have in our system that's not of the highest truth, so of the falsehood, and everything that's in the way from abundance is exactly the same. It's just coming from another direction. But for the human life experience, of course, it's amazing to experience abundance, because there's just less energy we need to put into this area. That's not necessary, really. Okay. All right. Okay. Can you still hear me? Yeah. All right. Okay, let's start. As usual, we go for about 65, 70 minutes. And then, like I said, we have some time afterwards to chat. I just looked, are there any more questions in the... okay. All right. Let's start. I start with opening up the energy field. Bring in light. Then I expand the energy field. Expanding the energy field helps to hold more light in the system, and also more awareness comes with that as well. So I'm expanding. And the energy field can always be more expanded. So when it's more expanded, we can hold more light. And this is what we want. And light is pure information, higher information for the system that the system understands. So we don't really understand it with our minds. And everything I share is part of what's actually happening. There is so much more happening. But this is what I understand, what my mind understands what's happening. So there's a lot more. The energy has a higher intelligence, and it's working on your system already wherever you need help, wherever you need assistance, healing, and clearing. So know this is happening. And then I fill up the expanded space with light. Then I clear surface energies. Surface energies are all sorts of energies that are floating around the top of your system. So emotions, for example, and just other energies you've been exposed to over the past 1 or 2 days. And we don't need them at the moment, and I clear them so that more light can enter, and this is happening right away. So always when I clear those surface energies, so much more light can enter the system. And the system can start to quiet down, to become calmer, more calm. So I'm still clearing surface energies. So maybe you can feel how more light is entering the body, the energy body, so the area around your physical body, and then also the area around the energy body. So the energy that's coming in is quite, how do I say it? It has quite a radius. It quite radiates around you as well. Okay. And then I clear thoughts out of the mind. And it's basically just energy accumulated on the mind level. And it helps to quiet the mind, or at least there is less going on, less thoughts, or that the thoughts are less disturbing. So this is basically what we want. Thoughts would be still okay, of course, but we just don't want that they are disturbing you while this meditation is happening or this healing. So the energy of abundance is already present. It's an energy. It's an energy you are connected, or you're getting connected right now. And also at the same time, it's part of the true nature. So when you realize the true nature, an aspect of the true nature is abundance. It's something natural that's there for us. So if we experience the opposite of that, or if we just don't experience abundance, in whichever level we don't experience it, it doesn't really matter. It just means there's something in the way. So that energy is already coming in. So it's just an energy, it's an information. and it's working on our system. And when it's coming in, it can basically bring up what's in the way of it, so that it can just be there, that the vibration of the system is on abundance. Then I open up the system more, so that the energy can also enter deeper layers. Bringing more of that light into your system. And maybe you can feel it already if you can. If not, that's fine. But maybe you can feel it already, that this energy of abundance brings a certain peace with it. It contains stability, peace, trust, openness. There's a lot of openness, so that everything can flow towards you, what you need in the present moment. And the openness for it coming to you in various different ways. So all of that is in this energy that's coming in right now, and a lot more, but this is what I'm shown. And again, it's a big relief for the system, you know, oh, finally I can be connected to abundance, because there are so many energies that are working in the 3D reality towards abundance, basically. So filling lack in various different ways. This is a lot what we're doing, actually. So we do a lot to fill the emptiness, to fill lack in this 3D reality. But in the end, it's really, we feel the lack, for example, and then we want to fill it. But if the energy is still there, it's still going to be there. It doesn't really matter what you're doing. It's all about clearing this specific energy. Okay. So there is the energy of trust coming in, trust for this whole process, trust for, yeah, for everything that's gonna come in over this healing session. So a lot of trust is coming in. So it's a really grounding trust. It grounds you in Mother Earth. This is where the abundance is. Like when we are connected to Earth, we're naturally connected to abundance. So the trust is really coming in for that. It's very grounding. And then I open up the central energy channel, so that more life energy can flow. Life energy flows from the root to the crown chakra, falls back down left and right in all directions, and flows up again, and so on. So it's a never ending flow of light and life energy. And we just want to have more of that energy flowing at all times. Because with that, so much is coming in, specifically living in the present moment. Mechanism of past and future is collapsing. Surrender, openness, there's just a lot coming with it. Trust and all of that. So I'm accelerating the life energy. And I help it to flow more from the root to the crown chakra. So important for you to know is that we can experience abundance in all areas. So also emotional areas like love or joy, comfort, well-being, like health, also funds and goods and money and friends and family. So it's about all areas here today. So not one specific. It's about just living in abundance, full stop, in all areas. Then I open up the chakras, crown chakra, third eye chakra, throat chakra, heart chakra, solar plexus, sacral chakra, and root chakra. Okay, now I start clearing. Heart chakra first. I want this, I want this, I want this. I want something specific. I want something specific. I want certain items. I want certain items. I want certain items. I want certain items to give me fulfillment, to give me joy, to give me security and control. So it's about items. I want this. I want it. I want it. I want it. I want to be in control. I want to be in control. I want to be in control. I want to have them. I want to have. 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 So it's like ego energy. I want to have. I want to have. I want to have. Because when I have it, so why do I want to have it? That comes up first. I feel lost. 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 I feel I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough. I'm not important. 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 I can't have certain things. I can't have certain things. I can't have certain things. I can't have certain things because this is what I believe. This is what I believe. This is what I believe to be true. This is what I believe to be true. This is what I believe to be true. So there's a lot coming in, a lot from ancestors, a lot of ancestors. I mean, obviously, our ancestors have lived often a life of poverty because of certain wars and even further back, because there wasn't so much around goods and funds and food and stuff like that, health care. So there's just a lot of that energy coming in from ancestors towards us, that this is not a possibility, that there's always a lack. There is always a lack, and we always have to watch out because we could experience it. So it's also like one of these, it's this survival mode, just in a different form. It just comes in a different form. So it's the mode of not dying. So first I'm going to cut off all these ancestral influences. It's a lot, like a lot. So I cut them off. So it's time to stop them. We don't need them. They're not of our highest truth. I send healing to the ancestors. They can receive it if they want, and then I clear the energies that are still in our system from the ancestors. It always takes some time to leave the system fully, but I can clear many of them. For example, there are just a few. You need to work hard. You need to work hard to achieve, to get, like, you can't have everything. You can't have everything. You need to save. You need to save. You need to save. There is just lack. There is lack. There is lack. There is not enough. There is not enough for everybody. There is not enough. There is not enough. There is not enough. You have to hold back your desires, or you have to hold back. You can't have what you want, basically. Clear those energies. It's hard to get, it's hard to get, it's hard to get. It has to be achieved, it has to be achieved. You have to work hard, you have to work hard. Yeah, not everybody can get it, not everybody can get it, not everybody can get it. Just some specific people, just wealthy people, or yeah, wealthy people can get it, whatever it is. So these are just the energies from the ancestors. I'm clearing so that you have an understanding what I'm working on. It's not for you, it's not for you, it's not for you, because you are not good enough. You're not good enough, you are 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 not well educated enough, or not from the right family, or you don't have the right job, the right connections. It's not for you, it's not for you, it's not for you, it's for others. So others can have it, others can have it, but you can't, you can't, you can't, you can't, you can't. Then I open up the energy field more. Bring in light, light into deeper layers. Then in general, I clear the energy of lack. So first I see it in the third chakra, the energy of lack, that there is such thing as lack. Because like I said before, we use up so much energy on the outside to fill the lack, the emotion we experience on the inside, with so many different things. So I'm just clearing the energy of lack. So lack of love, lack of love. So I give them specific. I share the specific ones I'm clearing. So lack of love, of warmth, of having a place to go, where you feel home or comfortable, or where you feel warmth. This warmth. There's a lack of that, so I clear it. A lack of knowledge, a lack of knowledge, a lack of knowledge. So I clear that as well. Then okay, first, so this energy is coming in through the crown chakra and within the system down to the heart chakra, and it's a connection to frequency of abundance. So it comes directly into the heart chakra right now. So this is what's happening. Just this connection is being reinforced. So just know that this energy is coming in, and it's working on your system, and also it just wants to be there. It wants that your system starts vibrating to that frequency. So it's coming in more and more and more. Then I just clear energies in general. So that's coming up next. What you carry in your system, what came in from like an outside source, like parents, family, teachers, whoever, maybe social media, whatever, like wherever you heard it. So I'm looking for a way how to describe this best. So always the comparison with somebody else. So the energy of comparison, you compare yourself, what you're experiencing or how your life looks like, what you have and all of that with somebody else. And with this comparison, yeah, seeing and experiencing the lack, what you don't have, what you can't experience. So I clear this energy, the comparison with others. This is also ancestral stuff, so I clear this as well. I cut it off before, but I see this is also very strong energy from ancestors, this comparison and working hard to get something because somebody else has it. So I clear these energies. Then root chakra, fear of not having enough. So this core fear, the fear of dying because of not having enough, basically food and housing and just the fundamental stuff. So I clear the fear of not having enough, fear of not having enough, fear of not having enough, fear of not having enough to survive. Then a very strong energy, it's actually a collective one. A very strong collective one is that mostly through advertisement, we are getting the information that we need something we don't have. So this is basically the strategy of advertisement. And it's like it happens very much on a subconscious level for us, because we're so used to watching advertisements and we don't really realize what's actually happening. But like this manipulation that happens through advertisement, telling us all the time that we need certain things that we can't have or we don't have yet. So just this constant information that's coming in. So we're just used to hear all the time or see all the time that we don't have certain things. And it's presented to us in a way as if we really need them. So this misunderstanding, also a clear misunderstanding that what do we actually need? Like what do we actually need on a daily basis? So this understanding is coming in and are clearing the energies that are in the way. So that we live a life that we like and experiences we want to have with people around us, we want to have around us and all of that. What do we actually need? So the rest is just, we've been told what we need and we don't have. So this is like a very strong energy. So I'm just clearing it. Because the thing is, these advertisements, for example, they meet human desires. And, we all have desires in our system in all different areas. And mostly they're coming again from the ego, and they are a lack. So we don't have them, and this is why we desire them. And the ego then goes for it. So what I'm going to do right now is I withdraw specifically this desire energy from the ego. Because there are certain things we need and we just want to get them because we just want to get them, for example, without a reason. We don't want to, for example, to buy I don't know, I always go back to the same example, an expensive handbag to feel more important, just an example. So because then the handbag gives us the experience, I'm more important than others, or I'm more important than others. So we want to clear the energies that we're getting. You know, we get something and there is an energy behind. Why do we want to have certain things? So you can also check yourself when you go in the store and buy something. Do you actually need it because you just need it, like for whatever reasons? Or is there something you are feeling, like a desire, a lack you're feeling, or a desire you're fulfilling? So a clear desires, just clear desires. Because we can still, we can still have friends without desiring friends. We can still have a partner without desiring a partner, and so forth. Because it then just, we have this openness of the system, life energy is flowing. Then it's like, oh, we want a partner from the heart, for example, and then there is this openness, and then, because life is flowing, we can just meet somebody. But if there is like this desire, we have a lack of love, we experience a lack of love, this is why I need a partner. It's totally different vibration, totally different way of, moving forward. And then you're also not going to meet the partner that would be best for you, because you're coming from this lower vibration and not really from the open heart. So clear desires, just an example. Clear desires, all sorts of desires. So desire to be seen, to be somebody important. To be loved. Desire to be loved. Then also sexual desires. So all sorts of desires that come from that area and then manifesting in different ways. So clear those as well. Also second chakra. Clear desires out of the second chakra. All sorts of desires. Then more lack out of the third chakra, the energy of lack. And now specifically, so a lot of people, they have everything what they need. They have housing, they have clothes, they have food, they have friends, they have everything. They have a job. But there is still always this energy of, I hope I will also have enough money, mostly about money, coming in next week, or I will also have enough in like a month from now, 2 months from now. There's always this energy, I might not have enough money for the future. So I clear these energies. So it's basically, we just project this into the future, this energy, I clear it. So again, I pull the system into the present moment. Because that's important, to be more and more in the present moment. Okay. So this energy of abundance is again coming in, and now it's for the system, it's manifesting in the system. Abundance means that you have everything what you need in the present moment. In the present moment. So this is coming in, more and more of that information. And abundance can come in various different ways. So just know that. So I'm opening the system up to all these possibilities, how it can come in. I mean, in probably a million possibilities, I'm just going to share a few that pop up, but somebody can give you a present, you can find something, you can win something, you can work for it, you can go and buy it, you can make it yourself, yeah, craft it, or I don't know, bake it if it's a cake, or build it, you know, ask somebody to help you, somebody who shares it with you, somebody who doesn't need it and is looking for somebody else who needs it. So yeah, like a present, again, like a present. So there are just different ways how stuff can come to you. So specifically items. And it's abundance is just, it's a knowing basically. I know I live in abundance. And then when you have this knowing and, you know, this energy is coming in more and more and it's working in the system and manifesting, and you go through your everyday life and you come into a situation where you usually would have experienced a lack situation, you will be then more aware of this lack situation. Maybe you haven't even seen it before because it was just so normal for you, you know, you just lived with it, believing this is the truth. And then the awareness, okay, I believed this lack. So the awareness will be there of that more and more. And then, you know, because you know you live in abundance, because you're being connected to abundance more and more now, you can just dismiss those old way of thinking or habits. So then what comes in next? So it's just so important. It's like when you go, to, for example, into a store and buy something, you buy from an impulse, because, you know, the impulse is, and we want the impulse coming from the true nature and not from a subconscious conditioning of an advertisement, for example. So this is what this energy is removing out of your system, because this is like the falsehood, you know, it's not the highest truth, it's just a lack created in your system. So you go into a store and then, okay, what do I need? Like, what do I want to eat, or what do I need for my home, or whatever? And just coming from the true nature, this impulse, okay, I need this, 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 and just getting it without, you know, always looking at the price and choosing the cheaper option because you learned from your parents or from whoever to choose the cheaper option, or choose the, I don't know which option, whatever the conditioning is, you know, like choosing freely what you need. Same when you go into a restaurant, choosing freely what kind of food your body desires or wants, and not choosing because of the price of the food and stuff like that. So I clear all these energies that where a choice happens, and it's happening because of money, yeah, because of the price. So I clear that. I clear these energies that make you choose you choose because of other reasons than what you actually want to get. So what I want to say is, so you don't choose what you get from the heart or what you desire in the present moment in the store, but you choose because of something else, the price. So this is what I wanted to say. Clear. So all the energies that are that make you choose because for other reasons. And then also that we need to save. So there's nothing wrong with saving money, for example, you know, because this is also naturally happening. When you don't spend exactly the same amount what you're earning, for example, you're automatically saving. So it's just something that happens naturally. But saving for catastrophes or something bad's happening and so on, I clear those energies. Because even though living in abundance means you could, you know, we could have like the worst, whatever, it's not going to happen anyways, but just saying, we could have like a very bad situation happening, and you would still have everything you need, you know, because abundance doesn't really depend on outer circumstances, because that means it's a vibration in your system and you're just manifesting that. Because we are living, you know, we have all this little consciousness bubble and we are creating our own reality. And no matter what's happening on the collective level, you know, we are creating. And when we understand the difference between collective and untruth versus our own personal highest truth, we can manifest from there. So from our own personal abundance, also like the truth. And then we will have everything what we need in the present moment, no matter what's happening on the outside. This is very important. This is probably the most important message that's coming through. So it's being reinforced. Just know whatever is happening on the outside, you will always be looked after when this energy of abundance is there. And you wouldn't even think, like, even there's an absence of thoughts that stuff is not there. So this even goes away over time. So there is a transition phase, of course. This probably takes a few months, because it's a very, very strong one, you know, like living in lack and in these limitations is very, very strong. And we reinforce every day with, you know, paying, for example, and choosing items because of price. And so there is so much happening around us. So it takes a little bit of time to fully move out of the limitations, but you are connected to abundance now. So the energy is there. The abundance is now fully there. It's fully activated in your system. It's fully activated. So just that you know, it's fully there. So you can live from there now 100% already. And when you experience not living in abundance, just know you can let this go, because it's not of the highest truth, because you are now living in abundance. So you're fully connected. Your system is fully connected at all times. So this will never change. The connection is always opened up. So this energy flow is there. So what you just need to do is like let go of the limitations, the lack. Okay. So I clear more blockages. So yeah, specifically past life influences now are popping up, like lots of them. Mostly were starvation, dying of starvation. So these are the past lives. I just see them, loads of them popping up. So I heal them. Cleared out of the system. Then yeah, starvation, and then specifically, so this one is very specific, but it comes up starvation because somebody was on purpose withdrawing food from us. So on purpose. Clear it. And then where somebody was, or somebody, no, not maybe just one person, but like the circumstances, we died because we experienced circumstances where we didn't have housing or food, or water, basically. So these fundamental things for staying alive. Clear those. I mean, they were a major impact on the system, so I can see the difference. Then past lives where we were, so that the person I see was very poor, and then looking up to rich people, to what other people are having, people who have a lot. There is this energy of but others have more than I do, and the desire for what others are having. Yeah, so I heal and clear those. Clear them. And then the energy, then, so I basically, best explained, I see somebody who goes hunting for food, and this is the energy that I have to actively go and get what I need, which is also true, but it's not the only way. And this energy just keeps us in the understanding that we always need to actively do something to get something, whatever that is, you know, which is not true. So when we have this openness and an absence of these energies, things can just come in. Clear it. I clear some more lack energies. Lack of trust, lack of trust, lack of trust in life, lack of trust in life. And in abundance, actually, there is a big lack of trust that abundance exists. So I clear those energies, and that it's there for everybody and not just for certain people. So it's also known as, you know, people say it's our birthright, but in the end, it's just something we incarnate with, as it's like air and sun and, you know, like these nature laws. It's just there. Yeah, just how society is set up, and what we learn and believe to be true, this is in the way. Then I open up the energy field more, bring in light. Okay, then the next area we can look into is specifically, we looked into that before, but it's just coming up again. It's important. Why do you think you need something else than what you're having in the present moment? So if you are experiencing that, look for what's behind there. Usually, okay, mostly I can see right away is fear. Fear. Oh yeah, okay, just different fears. So fears of not having enough, fears of not having enough, basically just fears of not having enough of, yeah, of, this is the fundamental one of in all areas, you know, not having enough love or money or housing or goods or whatever. So I clear this fundamental fear. And then I also clear, this is, I mean, this is a core one in every area. It's like this resistance to life, but also the resistance to allowing life to give you and to receive, basically. So this resistance to receiving for various different reasons. For example, heart chakra, I'm not good enough. So I can't receive certain things. Life can't give me certain opportunities or goods because I'm not good enough. 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 I don't deserve it. I don't deserve it. I don't deserve it. I don't deserve it. I didn't do anything for it. I didn't do anything for it. I didn't do anything for it. It needs to be achieved. So I need to achieve it. I need to achieve it. I need to work hard. 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 And there needs to be pain. There needs to be pain or some sort of loss. So I need to lose something on one hand. So it could be like, what could it be? So Yeah, interesting. That's actually an interesting one. You lose time because you give time to some kind of job you actually don't like, uh, to get something, and this would be the money. So this is a very important one, because jobs are going to change, you know. I hope you know that. So the collective energy, it's coming into the collective, that the way as we knew how jobs are right now, I mean, it has been changing already, but it's going to change a lot over the next few years. And because a lot of people don't want this anymore, you know, like losing something, meaning their lifetime, that time, to just get then some money in the end, and doing something that they don't like. So it will be more, people will move more towards, I mean, people who want and who are open for this and who want that kind of life, to find something that's more basically aligned with their highest truth, something that they like to do, they're good at, they can help others with. So more this kind of jobs versus just getting paid for giving up your lifetime, like time. So I clear these energies. Yeah, so this is going to stop basically for many people. Many people are going to say, so here who are in this group, but I just see it collectively, this is just what they don't want to do anymore. Like, stop, like, I don't want this anymore. So this is just going to be very strong in the collective anyways. For many people will experience that. So the trade of giving something up, losing something, basically experience something like a hardship or a pain or something lower vibrational to get then in exchange money. So I just clear this out of your system. Yeah, and what I see behind there is very beautiful. You know, in the area of abundance, it's really like it just comes in. So for example, somebody, let's say somebody is a painter and likes to paint paintings, and you know, thinking, okay, I can't really make money, for example, with paintings, but the joy he channels through painting, I mean, I say a man in that case, gives so much amazing to this collective, to the collective. Like, he gives so much. You have no idea how much a person who lives in joy, or who enjoys what he's doing or she's doing, and channels this energy basically and radiates this energy. It's like this person gives so much, even though that person is only painting a painting for themselves, for example, not even for selling it. I know on a human level or on the society level, what we experience right now, like how society works, it's worth nothing if somebody is painting just a painting for themselves at home, economically. But like on an energetic level, this person is absolutely amazing, doing amazing work for the collective. And you know, when you give, in that case, you're channeling the joy, you experience it yourself, you give it to the collective, and then you're just receiving. You're receiving. You will receive in whichever way. So this is very beautiful. I love that I'm seeing this actually, because it's very, very beautiful. It's I didn't see it that way before. I wasn't able to. So it's very amazing to see, if we live in joy, in truth, in love, like of that vibration, because we're doing things of that vibration that bring us the joy, we are actually giving a tremendous amount to the collective, and also to ourselves. So we are like, yeah, basically you can say we're channels. And then of course we can receive, we just receive. And if we do the opposite, so if we do something that we don't like, there is not much happening there. There's also there's not much happening for you, not much for the collective. And then also there is not much receiving happening. So when you give, and it's interesting that giving in that way is being joyful. It's beautiful. Very, very beautiful. Yeah. Again, I open up the system more, just that more of that abundance energy is entering. You can enter deeper layers. And I'm just going to reinforce, so the energy of abundance, I anchor it into your heart chakra. So just know it's there. It is now there. So abundance is now there. Then again, I expand the awareness of what it actually is in your system. I just expand the awareness so that you can realize, and this takes some time because it needs to manifest in your everyday life experience. So you need to go through your life experience to see your limitations, to discover them. Because just an example, if you go on vacation and then let's say, just an example, you choose always the cheapest room, whatever, like the one with street view and not ocean view, and you know, first floor and not like 10th floor, whatever, it doesn't really matter. And you maybe go on vacation only in like 6 months from now. You can only realize this specific pattern in 6 months from now. You know what I mean? So this is why this takes some time. You need to integrate this in areas of your life, and in some experiences you're only going to be in a certain amount of time. So you can't realize everything at the same time tomorrow, because this just needs to integrate into your everyday life experience, because this is where it counts. You know, you can be exposed to energies as much as you want, and you know, have amazing experiences in meditations and all of that. But really where everything counts, like this whole energy work and the whole awakening process, is how does it manifest in my everyday life experience. And it's small, it's always like small subtle changes, but they add up. And then when you look back, let's say half a year from now, a year from now, there will be tremendous changes, and they're always happening in the present moment, and so on. Okay, again, it's anchored, so I anchor more of this abundance. I bring more awareness of what abundance is into your system, so that you can discover the absence yourself, the lack, where you experience lack yourself. And just know it's there now, it's there now, it's there now, it's there now. So you can fully trust that, because this has been there before already. You were just disconnected, now you are connected again. Yeah. I mean, what I see in the system now is just knowing that this is there. So that's very good. That's very amazing. So just also, if you want to use a different word, like the confidence, the knowing. So it's not even trust that this is there. The system knows already it's there. So it's like it's living it already. So it's living it. And this is the difference. We need trust first. You know, we need to trust certain things until we know this is true, that this is how it is. So basically we just change the way of experiencing reality. And but because we are changing our system, so reality, or this 3D reality, is always the same, is always neutral, and always depending on where are we coming from to experience this reality, this 3D reality. And this is this movement. Where are we coming from which understanding, which vibration? And first is the trust until we know, and the abundance is now there. It's like the system knows. Okay, that's very good. And that still means you move through your day, you do your work, you do everything that you did before, but at the same time you're discovering certain limitations, certain beliefs you picked up from your parents, for example, certain habits. You can let them go, and by doing that more and more and more, also opportunities are opening up that weren't there before. New opportunities, maybe for a new job, for a new partner, for experiencing more love, so that you can have just that abundance in all areas. And this is what we want. We just want it in all areas, eventually, of course. Yeah, because we can. And now the energy is, it's assisting, like clearing blockages. So it's, I see the movement. So it's in the heart. The information is in the heart chakra, and it's moving outwards in waves into your system. So it's like little, I just see it, in a way that I can talk about it. So like, there are tight chains around certain areas, and they're getting loosened up, so they are exploding, open up, certain limitations. So it's very nice to see that it's happening. And also very important, and I said this before, but it comes in again, it's really like, if you're not experiencing something in the present moment and you want something because you don't have it now. So when you, for example, you right away, you're like, in this moment, you're not on vacation, but you can decide, okay, I go on vacation, then you can book a vacation, versus, for example, I don't know what to do with my time. I need to gain amazing experiences to share them with my friends. My life is so boring, I need to escape. So, it's very different from where are we coming from. So what is the energy that's driving us to wanting to go on vacation, for example? Or do we just want to go on a vacation, like this would be the way to do. Okay, I just want to go on a vacation. There's nothing behind it except I just want to have that experience. So again, if we want something for a specific reason, then it's better to look what's the energy behind there. Why do we want this? What's the lack? What do we want to fill with the vacation, for example? We want to fill time. We want to feel more important than our friends who are not going, just an example. So what's the energy behind there? And then discovering that and then seeing, okay, am I actually coming from my personal highest truth or not? Is this just some sort of energy I'm feeding? So this awareness, again, it's coming in. So this awareness in general, but it's just very important to also look for yourself. And then also, let's say you don't have a job, or you lose your job, or you're not earning enough money from what your system thinks right now, like what you think right now. Again, this would be an energy of lack. Why do you think that? Why isn't it enough? Like what you're not having now. And there is probably coming up like security, or for times when I might need it in the future, and so on. So just look into this, and then you can let these energies go, because when you need it in the future, it will come. This is naturally for abundance. It will come in whatever way. When the system is open and life is flowing, things can change from one day to the other. Like completely, they can just change, and all you can do is move along. And for example, an opportunity for earning more money can come in tomorrow. Just saying, when you need it, only if you need it in the present moment. Or meeting the love of your life, to have more love in your life, or health, abundance in the area of health, like being really healthy in all areas. Just something can happen, an opportunity, a person, a book, I don't know, something can come in. And then you can experience this. Okay. Okay. We are finished. Okay. That was